I don't know. Maybe. I don't know if I'm curious to know what you guys really think. Like, do you think Africans are just lesser than, right? Because that's where let's because that's kind of what we're talking about with this whole racism here in this United States. Because I believe that the majority of white people think the majority of white people in this country, the majority of white people, period. I would say the majority of white people on this planet believe that black people in some way, shape, or form are deficient.
Because that's just what's happening. We are winning.
We winning. We winning. We winning. We winning. We winning. We winning. We winning. We winning. Yeah. We winning. We winning. I know they hating out here. Yeah. I know they mad. They all in their feelings. But baby, I don't care. She calling the police on me and everything. Yeah. Somebody need to get on the phone, call my attorney. Dealing with these hard-headed hoes who ain't learning.
Because look, man, the condition of Africa, like, here's my thing. I mean, do I have any Africans in the chat? Do I have any Africans in the chat? I'm going to take a personal point of preference here. So I watch F1, Formula One racing, right? And, it's supposed to be the pinnacle of motorsport, which I appreciate. It's like there's spaceships on the ground, right? A lot of science involved. It's kind of nerdy. I get really nerdy. Okay. I'm into it. It is what it is. But I do get a little bit annoyed when I see all of these tracks that they go to and all of these, what you call like all these stadiums and everything is full and there are zero black people. And they don't even go to Africa. They go to the Middle East, but they don't even go to Africa. And when they do go to the Middle East, the stands are still filled with white people. And that's fine. That's fine. But it is kind of annoying that the pinnacle of sport, of motorsport, has zero black people in it. In fact, all of driving has zero black people in it, except for maybe drag racing in HRA. Shout out to Antron Brown, who I think won his fourth or fifth championship. We're going to cover him in a couple of days. Antron Brown, shout out to him. He drives one of the top fuels, the long skinny ones with the big old tires. It's 10,000 horsepower. He drives for Toyota. He's got I think he just won he's getting ready to win his fifth championship. Antron Brown. Outside of him, you got Bubba Wallace, not really black, but whatever. Hamilton's a black driver, but Hamilton is British. He's black, but he's British. He's black and British. So like, how is it that an entire continent has successfully been frozen out of the pinnacle of motorsport? It's weird. It's not weird, I guess. It just shows that the world is racist. But you would think that. So it's like, how did it get that way? Like, how did it get that way? Like, how did Africa really get that way? Do anybody think about that? Right? Like, do you think Africans just sat over there and they're like, you know what? Like, we just would much rather, instead of living like houses and like skyscrapers, we would rather live in huts. Is that what you think? I don't know. Maybe. I don't know if that's. I'm curious to know what you guys really think. Like, do you think Africans are just lesser than? Right? Because that's where because that's kind of what we're talking about with this whole racism here in this United States. Because I believe that the majority of white people think the majority of white people in this country, the majority of white people, period. I would say the majority of white people on this planet believe that black people in some way, shape, or form are deficient. And that in lies the problem, because if they believe that an entire group of people are inherently deficient, then that will justify the behavior or how we get treated. And that doesn't mean that all white people are doing it, but when Billy Bob goes and gets a shotgun and chases down Ahmaud Arbery, him and the boys, and shoot them all down, they don't feel that bad about it because, black people are, deficient. Right? I mean, that's the problem, right? Isn't that the problem? Shout out to Cody Marshall. He said, we've been through the fire with gas draws on. Absolutely. That's why all these folks are crying right now. And we're like, I don't understand. This feels like Tuesday. I don't understand. I don't understand what's going on. This feels like Tuesday. What? Oh, wait, somebody cut some services off? What services? I don't know. We don't get those. We don't qualify. Shout out to